To be continued?
A month has passed.
Oh.
For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegis hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renis Alma. The present and the past 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat.
I ate him, sorry. I can tell you.
Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
I was in space.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
I astrally projected myself into space
It's
and
about
died.
that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it.
If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Dahnans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently.
The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity.
I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Dahnans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me?
Fine.
Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right.
This is
Got
a
it.
big castle. Oh. Arm Sovereign. What I get? It's our idealist. No crossing. I get. Vacuum blade.
So is that the end of the game, or?
No idea. You're over limit. Actually, what was I going for? Go for KO prevention. Parties, man, dude.
Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
I don't know where the observatory is, but I want to look around this way. We get to explore it. Much to explore anyways. Fast travel around? No. Not allowed. These rooms are accessible now. Ah. Here we are. Hidden shit. I don't think so. Come on, you didn't. Oh, no. Need everything I can get. I used everything for that fight. It was hard.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renis Alma. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegis. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Bane. Hey, I need to fix something. I just noticed. I'd never swapped that.
Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand. Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Alright. Yeah, apparently it's not over.
That felt like an ending, Buzz.
Yeah. Wait, all the way to the bottom. A fast travel. Of course not. Apparently it's not over yet. Take me to the garden where you hang. Wait, this ain't a garden. This is a shit hanging garden. Where's the garden? Why do I have to run through this entire thing? Drop? Can I drop? Fucking floor 3, so I'll probably have to go back up now.
What was that?
I didn't need to go on fucking floor 3.
Wait, they're just making you walk all the way back up.
Not exactly sure where I'm going. On somewhere. Hold up. Can I do this? Oh, it's just outside. Head outside now. Yes, you sweep my castle. Sweep it all. I want it clean. I want to eat soup off the floor.
Why?
Just a thing. What about it?
Well, like Slurp or?
Yeah. Why is this castle so big? Install like a fucking golf cart in here so we can like ride through it faster or something.
Oh yeah. Is that what the idea is?
Yeah. Why else would I want a golf cart?
For golf?
Oh,
Has golf been invented in the Tales universe yet?
don't think so.
Well, that's why it's such a shithole to live in, then I suppose.
No
It's
golf.
you two.
Yeah.
I suppose that makes me the last one then.
We better get a move on, or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron.
Yes, I know.
I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Or at any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
Honey, I wish to unsheath the sword. No.
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
It's not. Yeehaw.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
Oh. Oh. That's your problem? I just maybe saved the world, maybe, not sure, maybe. And
Do you
you're
know what's
hungry.
going on here?
And you're hungry.
You're hungry.
Where are
You're
your
laughing.
rations?
We saved the
Did you
world
not
and you're
get yours?
laughing.
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that.
They're all stupid.
So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
Have you tried eating them?
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Well, eat them, you fuck.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
Oh boy, let's find the ration thief. I'm sure that's a very important quest.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a... Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate?
And fate more.
Do you say tempt fate
Spot
more?
something?
Yes.
Oh,
Why?
no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Felt like I needed to.
Armored guards.
Oh, okay.
You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle.
But not just out of the city.
The city, too.
But the land, and
For
not just
better
out
or
of the land,
worse,
the
it was
world.
the guards who looked after the city's
Not just the
standings.
world, the universe.
Without them,
They ran away
making
with
Pelegion
everything.
half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about.
Salt.
Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me. We all need salt in order to survive.
League of Legends community right there.
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah. I remember seeing people trying to
grabbing
lick the
an
rocks
entire
back in
salt shaker and
Calagria.
drinking it on
What?
stream.
Why would anybody do that?
Do it.
Oh, that will
Sometimes
kill
you
you.
can find rocks out there that taste salty.
I'm fine with it.
They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Sorry, that was mean.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran
Come
low,
prune
Miguel
on
would
the
often
inside.
bring some back for us to use. At the
I'll
time,
be well
we used
preserved.
it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
But, oh. Boy, back in the castle I go. Can I go fast now? Can I fast travel around in there? Sure. Go there. Ow. Any specific spots they want me to look? Yes, right there. Well, that makes it easy.
Are we really gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
What? Ration thieves?
Yeah, you've got a point.
Yes.
But
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
This is my castle and I want you out of it.
I don't know you.
That's my purse. You.
Very well.
All right, you're clear. You can leave.
Well,
Somehow I'm both surprised and not surprised to see them here.
Hey,
You're the guys hoarding all the rations.
pardon me.
What are you doing? Get back to your positions.
Excuse me?
I'll only say it one more time. Get back to your positions.
What's this guy's deal?
Any slave who disobeys orders must be put to death. Based. So says Lord Valoran.
Oh. Oh.
what the hell? Do these guys not
Law,
realize
I
who
want you in
we
the
are?
party.
Doesn't seem that way. I must think we're just
There we go.
demons from the town.
whatever's going on,
No?
these are Volrun
No?
soldiers. Watch yourselves.
Still hurts so goddamn much.
Leave the enemy's arms to me.
No complaints here.
Missing.
Leave the chargers to me.
Come on.
Now, astral energy, full throttle. A flow
Just
of
blam.
victory. Naturally. Shion, astral energy,
Oh.
full throttle.
Just twice. So it wasn't Dan and stockpiling the rations. It was some of Voldrin's soldiers hiding out inside this castle.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure whether they'd be relieved or freaked out about it.
Hey,
What are you guys trying to accomplish? Are you trying to get revengeance for Voldrin? What's going on here? Something's weird about all this. You men aware that Lord Voldrin is no longer around?
you don't say.
Soldiers seem to think only of the orders that were given to them. Their mind is completely blank otherwise, especially Danon's here. Looking back on it, I did feel like those soldiers we fought back here before were mindless. It's true. Then they haven't been hiding out here. They've just been going about their business as usual? Guess so. Everyone here was Volrun's slave, both Danon's and Renan's alike. That's the kind of realm he was running.
Well,
Doesn't
But that
explain-
doesn't explain why all
Right.
hell didn't break loose with these guys once Valoran was gone, like we've seen everywhere else.
A month has passed since Volrun vanished. Entirely possible things may be starting to crumble at the fringes. The fact that they haven't had any degree, the fact that they haven't to any degree has allowed
I'm confused.
allow these soldiers to carry on as though it was business as usual. That word has ruined me now. Whatever the reason, we can't just let these guys keep walking around. We should bring them into the barracks for the time being. I agree, but I don't know if they're going to comply. No, they're going to come quietly. Please do be carefully, men. I am Lord Dohalim Ilkaris. I have an order for you.
Lord Dolim, but sir, we serve.
Well?
Lord Voldaren has left his realm and is no longer its ruler. Therefore, in accordance with Renan law, you all must pledge your allegiance to me.
How?
So you expect us to serve you now, my lord?
If you respect the Renan rule of law, then yes, that is precisely correct.
Of course, we shall follow your orders, Lord Dolamine.
Wow!
Lord Dolomite.
Lord Dopamine. Holy crap, I can't believe that worked!
So then,
This should suffice for the time being. Let's bring these men into the barracks and then speak with Gagne once more.
Gagne West?
Gagne,
I can't believe how quickly you got all
East.
this.
I thought this game would be over, because, like, what the fuck was the point of...
No. Never ends.
What was the fucking cutscene about, then?
On the next time.
Soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
All of this.
they were
To be
abiding
continued,
Renan
right now.
Not me.
The fucking Metal Gear.
Solve the problem. and that's
The
what
fucking... Did you remember the Metal Gear Solid 5 having that fucking, like, in Chapter 2, and it shows every fucking cutscene?
Yeah, I remember that.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. But it was like, oh damn, that's all the stuff I've been
I've
looking
talked to the
forward to
soldiers
from the
and made it
trailer.
clear that they are to remain in line. Things should
All
stay
that
calm
happens
for
in
the
like
time
4
being.
missions.
I know Renans
And then
tend
you
to
just
take
repeat
authority
missions otherwise.
extremely seriously.
Yeah, apparently you don't have
You
to.
sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to
Really,
them
all you have
because
to do is get all the
Volron's
kids
curse is
back,
lifting, but not
get
to the
the pod
extent
for
that they can
Huey,
act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters
then
to
you unlock
attend to
the
for the past month,
replay of the
we
first
should
mission.
consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Ganeth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Get
Had I
over
not
it.
intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
I do.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
Execute them.
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
They come out
So
dongs
they're
first.
alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us.
Fight with him.
To live after so many of us have died.
He's the last boss.
The bastards should die. Every last one of them.
I know how you feel, Gagne. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
The
We're
communists.
fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Dahnans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes.
Ooh.
But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain.
We live in a
But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll
That's a
just
shame.
end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us
Russian
get back
whispered
our
in my
ability
ear.
to think and speak freely again.
Sorry to hear that.
Is
Hope
that
you
to
get
say
better.
you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you
And I
guys
can throw
because
them
of who you
really
are and
far.
what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
Who the fuck is Ganya?
This is a random dude.
Yeah, but why is he like
What's the matter,
all of a sudden
Kisara?
so important?
Is something wrong?
Because he doesn't understand how to
no.
eat.
It's fine. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegus aside, there are still
Slave
remnants
must
of
rise up.
Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to
Have
see
they just
happen.
realized power vacuums?
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Dahnans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Yay! More moves. Here's Agawal guarding. More overlimit shit.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
Hold on, am I still... Yeah, I still can't fast travel anywhere except here. A lot of side quests, but I want to talk to all the main people first.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can...
Oh.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Haros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shionne?
Look,
I have to go. My
you're right.
planet needs me.
Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay?
Alright. Let's see. Hey, what the hell happened to him?
He's no longer with us. He always looked like he was struggling with his health, but still.
He was so close to finally living like a normal human being, too.
No way!
Damn. Does he have any living relatives?
Just his mom. I think she lives in that area over there.
All right.
Got it, I'll break the news to her.
He just grabs the corpse by the arm, drags it with him.
Former mother or son died.
Where? Over there. Fast travel everywhere because this place is confusing.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have
Bird?
to find her.
Where?
I wonder if something happened.
Bird where? Where bird? Oh, you.
Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo. Hoo hoo hoo.
Nice glasses.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Yes, maybe there is. If only I could go there.
Sorry.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have some bad news. It's your son. He's,
Yes.
It's okay, I know.
Do? What are you doing?
I have work that must be done today since my son can no longer work.
Dude, want to Octavius? I don't think you knew how to click the want to buy button.
What?
Okay. Like this here too, huh?
All right.
Forget about your work, or better yet, think of sending your son as your task for today.
Very well, I'll get to work.
How can she
Eating
think
my
of putting her son
son.
to rest as...
I'm to eat my son. He's always looked tasty. Can't get enough nutrients.
Because that's the way people were made.
Oh my god, life is pain.
Ooh, a lot of weapons.
They put me in a fucking dungeon where I don't even have my AoE.
Oh yeah. Rip. Red shield. It's just red. The management between Orc and Reactor. Which one do I pick? None of
think about
them. Be the better man.
Every aspect of their lives.
Transfer skill. By sacrificing an accessory, you can transfer one bonus skill to a different accessory. However, this can only be done if the accessory you sacrifice is reached on its max level. Repeat this to forge the ultimate accessory.
Well, that's what you're grinding for, I guess.
Right. Oh. Oh, fuck. Okay, so I need to make a thing and then... Alright.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
Gold? Yeah, I'm here to eat your son?
Yes.
Then I'll get started. Bring me some fire.
What?
What? You intend to burn your child? For fuel?
That's right. How do you do it?
I eat them. I don't understand.
Oh,
Wouldn't a more
you
formal funeral procession be more appropriate?
I'm sorry, have I done something wrong, you fucking fairy-looking bitch?
Tell me, do you have no customs where relatives of the deceased may say their final farewells? Not really. How could we have on Dana? Up until recently, our people were too busy toiling away to think of burial rites. Among Renans, it's customary for relatives to send their remains out into the heavens. Why not introduce such a practice to Dana? I believe that in doing so, the deceased spirit shall join the flow of astral energy that travels the cosmos. No, he's just gonna fill space with corpses.
Sounds good to me.
We could never do something like that. It's the last chance for the bereaved to see their loved ones. Surely something should be done to honor their memory. Death is a part of everyday living for us, Danans. You really think we're gonna ship bodies into space somehow every single day? I simply felt that something more ought to be done. When the Rena still ruled over us, we didn't even know if it was safe to build grave sites. If bodies decompose, they can spread disease. We didn't have any other choice in how we could bury our people. Well, I don't think for a second I've forgiven everything the Renas did to us. Tell me, Alphen, do you know why none of us have last names like them? Let me tell you why. It's because we outnumbered them, and they denied us our culture to stop us from uniting against them. Enough. You people steal so much from us, and it's, as it is, it's on top of that, you have the gall to try and make us live like you too.
Holy shit, Rinwell gets racist.
You hate it here so much, why don't you just turn them all hollow? That's enough.
Why did Rinwell
No
just
more.
get so racist?
Why not? Lenegis could strike at any time, and here we are fighting amongst ourselves. We're all well aware of the suffering and hatred we each harbor, but if we're gonna coexist, we're gonna have to recognize each other's differences. We need the Anti-Defamation League. No. That's what we're all working together to achieve, to bring an end to this whole system and begin to live together side by side. That's what I believe, and that's why I'm here. If any of you think differently, then be my guest and leave. I'll break down every last barrier, even if I have to do it alone. Indeed. I sincerely apologize. I consider you a true friend, but it would appear that I have yet to reckon with our people's dark history in earnest.
I'm afraid not.
Rinwell, I completely accept the blame in all of this. Words can express how very sorry I am for clearly offending you so deeply.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for lashing out at you as hard as I did, Dolim. I guess I'm still working through a lot of emotions. I knew you were only thinking about what was best for her son, too.
Rinwell.
Like going into space. Rinwell, I'd like you to teach me about the culture and history of this planet. Perhaps that will help us begin to bridge the gap.
Huh?
Sure, I don't mind. You may be able to teach me about Rena too, then, please. You two are more alike than you realize sometimes. I'm glad we're able to patch things up. We've lost enough good people along the way as it is.
Only Zephyrs died.
No, many people have died. Sorry for the distraction. Let's lay our son to rest. We'll do it the Danon way.
Good.
Yes. By eating him and consuming his flesh.
Thank you for granting me that task.
Don't mention it. It's the least we could do for you as a mom.
Well, because of you all, my son is now at peace.
Well, he was delicious.
Right.
Rest assured, we intend to build a future for this world that would make him proud. Except he's dead. So it's not gonna happen.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right?
Alright.
However you managed it. You knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah.
I'll knock some sense into that mother.
My decision to travel with you was well made.
Just gets their fucking shit beaten out of it.
Alright, well, we'll end for now.
Yeah. Is it just me, or is the game starting to drag a little bit?
We don't currently have a real goal at this point, but I'm hoping.
Yeah, I know.
Where's the fucking planet? It's behind. We're going there. Take me there. Take me into space. So do I have any? Oh, they only have hair. Still not. Go with my owls. Motherfuck. Alright, well, next time